Words ruined by Gen Z and TikTok. Name drop. It's beyond my understanding how the fuck people manage to come up with this shit. Some are goated as fuck, and many others are just pure ass. But hey, at least we ain't Gen Alpha. Anyway, I'ma rate them, let's go. NPC, or non-playable character. It's when someone just acts as if they're botted or something, like the mofos in video games, and they just walk in a weird way, and they just have a certain dialogue that they say all the time. You get the idea. But the meaning of it has evolved to also mean someone who works a typical 9 to 5, or someone who agrees with a majority of people on something, or the Matrix. 6 out of 10, it's aight. Riz. I'm sure everyone knows what this means, but in case you don't, it just means your attractiveness to a girl. Some people have gotten rather creative with it, like the Rizzler, W-Riz, Adolf Rizzler, or Rizzard 101 type shit. But it's really gotten to be out of control, especially with an infamous certain group of little kids.
The iPad kids.
If you're ever hitting up a convo with a girl, and any kid younger than freshman year sees it, these mofos will just come up in your face calling you the Rizzler or saying W-Riz. 2 out of 10. Mid. This one I fuck with a certain extent. This just means something was just average or it was trash. Though sometimes people say this to describe someone that's below them, and for that I'll give this a 7. Chad. This was another way of calling someone a legend, or something like that. If this was 1 or 2 years ago, this would have gotten a 10. This used to be cool. I mean, at one point, I used to call my audience Chads. But I guess it couldn't be great forever, as once again, the iPad kids ruined it. 3 out of 10. I swear, these iPad kids are why you cannot have nice things. Ohio. I don't even know why this blew up in the first place. Some dude just disses Ohio saying down in Ohio or whatever. Then all of Gen Z, including me, go crazy about it. You just post something that's even remotely unusual in 2023, and then everyone go and comment, most normal day in Ohio, or stay away from Ohio. And also, why Ohio? Like, I get the whole meaning of the meme and everything, but I've been to Ohio many times, and I ain't ever had a bad experience or an unusual experience there. Now that I say that, some iPad kid is going to pull up in my comments and say, well, you're definitely from Ohio, my guy. Shut the fuck up before I drop you dead. And yes, like Riz, this has managed to also become popular among
the iPad kids.
1 out of 10. Wamp Wamp. This one is used like crazy. Wamp Wamp is just another way of saying, I don't care, get fucked. Every time someone loses big, or talks about a family member that died, or a disability and posts it on Instagram Reels, all the comments will just say, Womp Womp, which I am also guilty of doing sometimes, and I'll admit, it's kind of fucked up, but I do fuck with a lot. 8 out of 10. I'm trying to do better, guys, okay? Munch. What the hell is this even supposed to mean? Like, I know it has to do with Ice Spice, but... okay then. Honestly, I ain't even surprised, since a lot of y'all for some reason want to fuck Ice Spice. Slay. This is, I guess, the hot Cheeto girl way of saying for real. I don't know, but I do not fuck with this word. It used to mean killing, now it's just cringe as fuck. 0 out of 10. Period. Now this is even worse. You say the most random shit and some girl finally say period. I swear, every time I hear someone say that, I just shrivel up and fucking cringe. -3 out of 10. Girl boss. If you say this, you definitely got more toxicity than Chernobyl has ever had. And that's a girl loss. See what I did there? -10 out of 10. Something final boss. Final boss means you're the best at something that's either good or bad. Like if you watch someone ego lifting 1,000 pounds, ego lifting final boss. Or if you watch Queso, obesity final boss. I low-key really fuck with this. 9 out of 10. Smoking that pack. This is basically another way of saying womp womp. You own that person. You know, your grandma died. You're smoking that grandma pack. Or say the Lions kick the Rams ass in the playoffs. They be smoking that Rams pack. You get the idea. Though sometimes people say this for some fucked up shit, so I'll give this a 7 out of 10. Ratio. This shit was overused as fuck, especially 2 years ago on a certain infamous platform, Twitter. Well, it's actually called X, buddy. Shut the fuck up. It's Twitter and it will always be Twitter. 2 years ago, you couldn't talk about anything without someone with a young boy profile picture saying ratio or ratio bozo, ratio this or ratio that. I mean, goddamn, this was so overused that I've even heard kids say ratio in real life. Like, how the fuck does that work? 3 out of 10. I'm just gonna move on. Goated. There's no need to explain anything about this. This just gets a 10 out of 10. Finally, edging or playing with yourself. Now this one's just down bad. If you know what it means, you know what I mean. Whenever I post something on Instagram Reels or TikTok, some mofo in the comments be commenting, I edged your posts, or I play with myself to your videos. Like, damn bro, that's just weird. Do you understand what you're saying? I get it, they don't mean it, but I don't know, it's just weird. 5 out of 10. And thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed, consider liking, subscribing, whatever. You have to, but whatever. And maybe next time we'll talk about that certain group called the iPad Kids. So stick around for that. And yeah, peace.